So, this guy that you see right now on the screen is trying to make a point that I'm not exactly sure how to approach it because it's so retarded. So, I'm going to let you hear it.
You trying to say we came up with that?
Hold on.
The post say, imagine if black men had to wear white men's hair to feel handsome.
Well, what is the fade? You trying to say we came up with that?
The post say,
Okay. I don't know why he answered his own question, but he did. But he's comparing getting your hair cut in a particular way is somehow equivalent to literally buying someone else's hair and gluing it or stitching it to your head. I don't know why people do that, but it's so fucking egregious. Now, secondly, when you are, um, I don't know who came up with the fade. I didn't know. Excuse me. If somebody knows, please tell me how we know where the fade came from. If there's somebody in the comment section said Jerry curls, relaxes, blah 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 blah. I don't know where that shit came from, but I don't. It doesn't say that it's in white culture to relax it. I don't think anybody has ever said anything about black women relaxing their hair, and I've never associated with white people. Like you when you take this position, you mad reaching just to call somebody a hater, because that's what this is. When we go to the comment section, you will see that all that this position that people take is just a way to say that any black man who holds this position of hair hates black women. God damn, can people just say I don't like this, and y'all understand that that's what that is? Now I'm not saying to have your opinion about somebody's criticism, but stop trying to immediately make it a hatred thing when you can simply say, well, not about the person, when it's the action or in this case the item. That is what it is. Let's read this caption. Isn't it ironic? Black men often judge black women for embracing European beauty standards like straight hair wigs, yet overlook how deeply rooted white supremacy is in their own preference for faded or tapered haircuts. Let's challenge these norms together and celebrate our true beauty. You're full of shit, dude. Again, I'm not sure what. Maybe you're talking about a generation that were adults in the 50s, not even born, but adults in the 50s. Because I can guarantee you, even if you ask anybody, a millennial or even a zillennial, hey, yo, where does a fade or a Jerry curl come from? We don't know. But I can't tell. When was the last time a fucking white guy had a fade? I can't think of a white dude with a fucking fade. Or a Jerry curl. Now, do white guys have straight hair when it's long? Yeah. But that shit ain't synonymous with just white people. What the fuck is wrong with you? That's not a European beauty standard, you asshole. Y'all full of shit when y'all do this, but I hate y'all. European beauty standards because you cut your hair. Shut up. I see your point. Ways, nouveau, all of this manipulation of the natural state of the hair to conform. So when I trim my beard down, is that so I can look white? Meanwhile, you do know there's plenty of white guys who literally never touch their beards. I had a teacher in high school, taught masonry. He never, ever, 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 ever groomed his hair. He didn't. He never did it. Or his beard. He never did it. So if I let mine grow, is that because I'm trying to manipulate him or white people? Be like white people? Or, as you say here, to manipulate the natural state, trying to be like white people? This is fucking stupid. The reason that anybody judges the weave or the wigs is because, for one, black women themselves, the ones who do, themselves use phrases like, my hair is not presentable. I heard that directly from black women before. So you can't say that it's just us judging them or hating them. This is literally some of the things that they've told us themselves. Secondly, if somebody like the most famous person for it is Tommy Sotomayor, This part he does. I don't agree with him on everything, but this part here is absolutely correct. I very rarely see, when I do notice weave, that it's literally like the texture you already have. It seems to be almost 100, damn near 100% that when y'all do get weaves or wigs, it is nothing like yours. It is far away from it. That's why people are able to hold a position and say, just fucking wigs and weave. I myself personally, the girlfriend I had before, when I found all this out, you can't have that type of practice. Am I okay with weaves or wigs? Sure, but you can't have the practice she had, which is literally, and she's the first person to ever say this: my hair is not presentable. That's why it always has to be done with somebody else's. Literally, that's what she told me. Well, the second part I attached to it, but that's what it was. When we didn't have no money to get her hair done before, she went to an interview, she wore a fucking hat. She refused to comb her hair, hot press it, whatever it is. She put a hat on because she was that embarrassed of her own fucking hair. Oh, and this wave shit, she had a son. When she couldn't get his haircut, she did not let him go outside without a hat on. And I mean, when it's blazing hot outside, she put him on in a winter hat because she didn't want nobody to see his hair, his regular natural hair. She could have combed it, but no, she wanted that shit combed, and she taught him how to brush it 1,000,000 times and put a do-rag on. She did. I'm sorry, I don't think it was no particular group that came up with the fade. I know black people made the fade more prominent, but the fade was introduced in the 30s, but the electric trimmers. And then he says, exactly, but Western standard of beauty dictated and led to the popular high and tight look. Dude, you're full of shit. That doesn't mean it was by white people. Listen, again, I don't know how it came about, but hypothetically, if black guys made it a popular haircut, how the fuck is that beauty standards? Explain that. How is that European beauty standards if black men made it popular? Like that doesn't make sense. All right, this guy says relaxers, perm, J curl, S curl, all even a blowout. This guy goes kaboom. I'm sorry, but when I saw Coming to America, the first one, and old dude had the Jerry curl, and they were making fun of the people with all the grease and shit. In no way did I associate that with white people. In no way. In no way did I associate that with them hating their natural hair. Because even during that time, a dude might have a Jerry curl in for so long, and then he'll have his... Yo, I actually played... When I was a younger kid, I played ball with a guy who... They made fun of him because he was a light-skinned pretty boy. And he went and got an S curl because he wanted that look. Now, I didn't associate that with white people, but if you want to, fine, I guess. But when he was done with it, he went back to his regular hair. He wasn't trying to be white. He was trying to be that light-skinned pretty boy. That was his goal, not to be white. Because when he had his regular hair, he tapered that shit up. I don't understand how that's a white thing. Again, I can't think of a time I've ever seen a white guy with a fade. I can't. Who? Vanilla Ice? Is that a fade? All right. The exact kind of black man that admonishes black women about their hair are often the same ones who actively pursue white man's woman. They want the white woman on their arm as a statement piece so they can feel more handsome or maybe accomplished. I like my natural hair and wear it often, but there's something to be said about men that are always talking about women's beauty. We don't always talk about women's beauty. And the only men who I ever seen talk about women's beauty, and they don't even do it all the time, are people on the internet. This is not literally a all everyday thing. This is not an everyday thing. This is an internet thing. And it's a real issue that some of us have. Again, take myself for example. I couldn't do. It's all a chick who can only wear weave outside is basically a chick with like 7 kids and 30 baby daddies. Because that mental state is like, what's insane here is she brings up the example of the black guy who, you know, I guess hates. Well, she didn't say this, but this is often used as a way to say he hates himself because he wants to be, you know, closer to whiteness and blah blah blah. But literally, well, like I said, the women who do this are showing you that they hate themselves. They hate the way they look with their regular hair. So the irony in her trying to spin this is insane. How is a fade comparable to weaves? They both are conforming to Western standards of beauty for survival. This dude says survival so many fucking times. Dude, seriously, if I never groomed my hair, I wouldn't die. I wouldn't get fired from my job and then starve to death because nobody would hire me because I don't conform to beauty standards. Stop this shit. Please stop using this. This is fucking stupid. You're purposely using language that sounds like, I don't know if it triggers people, whatever, but you're full of shit using this kind of language. Fuck you, dude. This is stupid. And they're not conforming to Western standards. That shit is stupid. Again, we're talking about a specific group of black women who cannot stop doing this shit. That's who we're talking about. Now, how big that group is, I don't know. I don't know if they're half, 30%, 80%. I don't know. I don't know where they fall into percentage size. I just know it is a group of black women that do this. And to compare them to men who cut their hair a certain way, that's insane. Again, I always go with just a regular, I cut my own hair, but I always just go off the top, line it up a little bit, maybe, probably won't even do that. And then that's it. But if I wouldn't pay for this service once or twice a month, you best believe I'm picking some shit off the wall. And those are all black people on those pictures. So am I defaultly trying to be closer to whiteness because I do that? This is retarded. This is fucking retarded. There's no difference in a guy who says, yo, I like dreads, but I'm gonna get me a line up to keep it nice, versus the dude who goes and gets a taper or a fade. There is no difference. Meanwhile, there is an absolute difference between the woman who goes, I can't be seen with my regular hair in public, and the woman who either who wears dreads, or the woman who perms her hair, flat irons, whatever I'm thinking of, the shit that straightens it out, relaxes, whatever that is. There is a huge difference between those people. We actually came up with the fade. But then this guy says, please help us, King. Oh, all right. Let's move down a little bit. It's always something, man. It'll be great when black men just start loving black women again instead of all this opposition and combativeness. Again, most black men don't hate black women. That's not even. That's not even. Like, first of all, I'll use myself as an example. I don't know 98% of you, so how the fuck could I care about you one way or the other? I don't know you. Secondly, if I feel like, as far as romantically goes, if we're a good fit, your skin color's not gonna be like, oh fuck, she's black. That's stupid. Like y'all gotta stop with the whole victim narrative to get off. And it's not a black woman thing. This is a woman thing in general. The idea that y'all can always just claim a victim status for any time somebody points a finger at you or says what they don't like, immediately is, oh my God, he hates me so much and they just want us to die. Oh God, like shut the fuck up. If you're that type of person, you damn right I hate you because you're annoying. And you play to people's emotions and they're safeguarding for women to jump to your aid and talk shit to me. Just if you're that person, I do fucking hate you and hope you die. Niggas was getting their hair comped for over 100 years. Dudes just stopped like 20 years ago. and you can still find old school permed out hood niggas in parts of the South, Cali, Texas, upper Midwest still. I have no clue what the fuck he just said. I don't know what he's talking about. I'll just gonna pass on that one. All right. Y'all did and some still do though. So yeah, we wake the fuck up, black man, and really be honest. Because black men struggle with European beauty standards just as much as some black women. But I digress because y'all will never admit it. Lady, we don't see that shit. The examples y'all are giving us don't make sense. So don't say just admit it. No, the example you're giving us literally does not make sense. Me cutting my own hair is not mirrored after white men. Stop it. Stop. Look, growing up, I did not see any white guy that I'm like, now that's the fucking haircut I want. Not once. Please stop the bullshit. Stop it. The closest you could probably say that I would probably conform to some beauty standard or whatever the fuck, as if I got a trucking job somewhere where it's these places where they do pay you like well into the six figures to truck in and out of there, but you gotta, I guess because of the chemicals and shit that latch on your hair, your hair can catch fire, is what they say. You have to shave all of your facial hair off. Now, depending on the pay, you damn right I conform. But outside of that, I don't know a whole lot of black dudes. I don't know any black man that's just like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, I gotta get this, I gotta get these fucking, to get this relaxer, you know what I'm saying, get my European, like come on, yo. Come on, man. Stop it. Stop it. Y'all reaching like hell with this, dude. It's one thing to have differences, but when you want to sit here and damn near lie, it's hard to respect that after that point. So we're going to ignore the temptations. David Williams set the time for the group. So we're going to forget about let your soul glow from coming to America. So we're going to forget how men perm their hair to get them waves. Like y'all got amnesia. LOL, do we all need to take a trip to the beauty supply store? And then he says, man, section at the beauty supply store goes crazy. I wish I was the type of person who did a lot of editing, because I would really just go to the beauty supply store, right? It's Memorial Day, never mind. But I would go there like tomorrow or some shit and just show you what's there. Because most of that shit is not some beauty. I haven't even been in like 5 or 6 years. And even when I go, it's to get a brush. But most of that shit in there is not to get some European beauty standard. The beauty supplies men's section, do-rags, wave caps. Again, I'm not sure how wave is European. I just don't get it. I can't think of a white guy who I've seen banging some 360s. Yeah, I can't even think of it, honestly. Maybe a half white guy, but then that would kind of defeat your point. God damn it, my fucking headset always cuts off when I'm recording. Anywho, so maybe some bump be gone is a popular thing in the beauty supply for men. Again, we brought brushes, combs, finger clipping, shit like that. I'm pretty sure there are some chemical stuff there that I've never paid attention to, but it is not full of the top hats. What do they call those? Tapoos? The T word. I forget what they're called, but they slap it right over the bald spot on the top of your head. They're not full of those. They're also not full of wigs that make us look like white men. So y'all are fucking reaching with this. Like hell. And other than coming to America, which I've already addressed, I have no clue what this lady's talking about. My knowledge of beauty doesn't go back that far. But again, matter of fact, I got it paused on my YouTube here. And one guy, if you want to go look him up, is called Joel Klatt. He's an NCAA football guy. I've never wanted to look like that. And I can't think of a black guy who wanted hair like that either. I got another guy called Piers Morgan, and then I don't know who his guest is. Can't think of a black guy that went hair like that. Can't think of one. And then right next to them is what's that guy? Phil Advice, that guy has typical black guy hair. And most black guys who have short hair have that hair. So what the fuck are y'all talking about? I don't get it. I really don't understand. You're not seeing a lot of black guys on television with tapoos that look like they came from Joel Klatt. You're not seeing it. You're not seeing a bunch of guys, black guys, on TV whose wig is like splitting apart live on air. You're not seeing that. So I don't understand why. So let me get this straight. So let's just granted that you are absolutely correct, and let's make it 100%. Every black man in America, period, wanted to be like white men. Like they dyed their hair blonde and they ain't even talking about Cisco. We're talking about some Joel Klatt shit. Just the whole works. What would that mean? Does that mean, hey, we all do it, so let's just keep doing it? Or does that mean stop? Like, what do y'all get to with this? Because anytime you bring up somebody else and saying that they do the same thing, it has to be under the basis of either we're going to stop or we're going to keep going. So what exactly is your point here? Example, when I play basketball and they call some bullshit carrying or travel or whatever the fuck, and it's like, homie, this is pick up ball. If you're going to call that, then what your dude do over there, we gonna start calling that shit too. So are we loose with the rules, or are we abiding the rules 100%? That's what you have to do when you bring up a comparison that somebody does the same thing or something similar. You have to be establishing what you're going to do from there. You're not establishing anything. You're literally just saying, hold on, what did your caption say? Let's challenge these norms together and celebrate our true beauty. That's not consistent with what you got going on in your replies. All you're saying is, yeah, deep rooted. Yeah, but this look is European. Kaboom. They're both conforming to Western beauty. What exactly is your point here? Because you're not, when I'm seeing your replies, none of them are saying, yes, no, it absolutely is the same, and we need to go back. It sounds like you just want to sound like a savior at this point. And when you just want to be a savior, that tells me you're full of shit. That proves you're full of shit. Because you're not saviors, people like you, people like these pro-blacks, they're never actually about problem solving. Ever. Pro-blacks are never, I can't think of a time I've seen a married pro-black. They always got bastard children though. Can't think of a time I've seen a married pro-black. You people are fucking frauds. And I'm sick of you. Because people believe you, hook, line, and sinker, because they ain't got to deal with their actual shit. So they just believe you. Give you credit, give you clout. I'm tired of it. You people are frauds. We don't stop it there. Be right, not positive. I'm out.